Good morning, everybody. I'm going to have a sip of my coffee. This is Linda, Handmade, Iowa. I have my Google Assistant. It's kind of like an Alexa. I have it set to give me a warning at 8:20 so I can get prepared to leave home to do a job. One of my clients. But I haven't been on for ages, and I thought I would make like 2 weeks. Make a little, see, this is when I buy books at my thrift store. They have these little things on them. They're 35 cents a piece. So I bought this little book. I thought I would make a small journal because shipping them, it costs so much anymore. And if I can get it down to a small, not all of them, of course, because you have to fit your digital creators papers, but you can ship these in a small flat rate, so much cheaper. And I like the images in this, but I want this cover. So I'm going to try to gear my pages towards that. So I was talking to Mitzi last night, and I said, I need to get in my craft room. I want to just make some paper, some pages. So I'm going to use music sheets. I have all these. This was from Corky, Plum Creek Booksmith, or Daisy's mom. And this is from my son's friend Caleb last year for Christmas. And I couldn't use it. Mitzi goes, use it. So that's what it's for. That's why he bought it for you. So I'm going to take some pages from that. And, oh, they're so fragile, though. And what I'm going to do is I got the idea that I would, what's this one? I have so much stuff. Oh, I bought a whole stack of these at a garage sale. Oh, I like these. This is different. Oh, that's cute. What I want to do is just make some pages, blank pages, and decorate the edges, tear them. I want to tear them. That's Corky's. That's that. This is the garage sale. Okay. I want to tear them and put those underneath me. Like a page. But I want it to be... Oh, I just got the feeling that I'm hungry. This is... You know what? Maybe we'll just do this. There's a page. I guess kind of like putting signatures together, but not. I want it to be very torn. I can go through and tear some more later. There's a cute ad. But what I want to get at is I want to take a page. Let's see. So I want to be like this. But what I want to do is, I've been baking, guys. I made homemade cookies, and well, last weekend we had bad weather coming in. It was supposed to be an ice storm, which it was. We got a terrible ice storm. I'm going to save that. So I'm thinking if I do this, and then I'm going to use Joey's Botanical Fair kit, because I have a lot of it left, like a lot. And then I can line the edges of the pages. This is my thought. I'm going to use, woo, there went something on the floor of it. So let's just say this is my signature. Then I want to tear my edges so that I just have rough edges. I don't know what it's going to look like. I'm the tear queen. I like to tear my stuff. So we're going to, that's too big. I don't want it that wide. This is not going to be a pocket. It's just going to be a page edge. Nothing new. I'm sure it's been done 1,001 times. How about 1,002 now? But I want to ink it heavy. I'm going to go back through and coffee dye all this. Use a printer at the library. I've said it 10,000 times also. And with my printer at home, if I coffee dye after I've printed, because it's got the two things you put in, the colored tanks and the black and the black, it good enough. Here's what I want to do. It runs my dies. I want to do this. I just think that's cute. God, I haven't been out here for so long, I don't even know where my ink is. Not my ink, my glue. So yesterday, I baked bread, right? I have this recipe that I've been making since I was a senior in high school. My senior year was Home Ec 4. It was the 4th year of being in home economics. They don't call it that anymore. I think it's called family science or some consumer science or something now. We had to make a foreign bread or a Christmas bread because we were into the breads my senior year. It was, things were more challenging, recipes and techniques and stuff. I loved my home ec teacher, by the way. I wonder whatever happened to her. I don't think she was that old. She looked old to me because she had this kind of dowdy hair. See, this is my idea. So, anyway, I made this bread. You make this recipe, and you divide it into cut it into three braids, and you roll them out long and about this wide, and you cut in with your scissors, and then down the center you put like a strawberry jam is what I always use. Strawberry jam. I suppose you could use some kind of fruit or pie filling, but I use strawberry jam because it's not as runny, And then you take the top of it and you flip it over, and then you take these and you just start latticing like this until you get to the end, and then you tuck that under so you have this beautiful braid, like a waterfall braid. And then you glaze it, or you shape it like a candy cane on your pan. And then when you bake it, you let it raise, and then you bake it, and you've got this beautiful latticed candy cane. And then you drizzle like a glaze on it, and then you cut your cherries in half, the red ones, and you place those, like 6 of them down around it. And then you buy your green cherries, and you cut little slivers, and you put like 2 slivers around each cherry so it looks like holly. So yesterday I thought, I'm going to make that, get that done, and take it for gifts for people. And it makes 3, so there's 3 gifts. And I have another bread I make that is, spit it out. It's braided. It's a braided bread. It's a really pretty, you just braid it. It's just braided bread. And you can do like a garlic butter brush on top when you take it out of the oven or whatever. Anything bagel. I've done all kinds of things on it. I freaking made the candy cane bread that was supposed to be latticed, and I braided them. And I'm like, because you take 3 pieces then and you just braid. And I shaped it like candy cane. I'm like, why are these so short? Didn't my bread raise right? I could not figure it out. And it came out, and they look pretty. But I'm like, what is going on with this bread? It looks so different. Well, I realized that I mixed the 2 techniques up. What in the world is wrong with me? I don't know why I did that. So anyway, I delivered them anyway, and I said, you're gonna have to add your own damn jam because I screwed it up. So they just laughed, and they were thrilled because not very many people bake anymore, and it's a pretty recipe. So the one lady that I'm actually going to her house today, she goes, you're coming tomorrow, aren't you? She's 83, 84. My lady that gives me gifts. I call her my Margaret or my grandma. I said, yeah, I'll be here. I just wanted you to have this because I need room on my table. And I took tins. I went to the dollar store and bought tins, square tins, and you can see through, or round ones. And I bought trays. The long trays. I put all the breads. Everybody got their own tray. And I don't want the tins back. I just have to store them till next year. I'd rather let them store them. I did delivery because I have more on my table to do. I had peanut butter balls. My son made the peanut butter balls Saturday because we had this ice storm coming in, which we did get. So he did peanut butter balls. I did those... I made ginger snaps, or molasses cookies, I guess you could call them. I've got 2 of these done now. I'm not going to do all purple. I'm just going to keep making. Guys. what do you call those ones where you put the Hershey Kiss on top? I'm stumped for the name, but I made those. It's called Christmas Crack. You can look that up. It's all over YouTube. It's all over everywhere. Type it in Instagram and it'll come up. Christmas Crack. What else did I make? This is an interesting page. Should we make a skinny one? Should we go? Yeah, let's go this way so we can read it. I made all kinds of stuff. I made like I took trail mix. I had trail mix from Thanksgiving. My son goes, "Don't you think that's getting a little stale?" I said, "I don't care." So I melted almond bark. I care, of course I care. I melted almond bark on it, and I heavily almond barked it. And I had all kinds of things in it, peanuts and M&Ms and you name it, it was in there. Cran raisins, whatever you call them. I had those. Oh, this is old. This is very old. So I made a bunch of that. I made a bunch of everything. It is definitely Fat City on my table. All right, let's switch away from this. Let's do a pink. Pinkalicious. I liked this kit. I divided it all up, and he goes, "I didn't even think of that. I had the pink, the blue, the lavender. I had it all divided up." And it was called Botanical Fair. It's a really nice kit. It's got the lined pages, backgrounds. So that's what's been happening in my world. I've stayed with the little doggy that I daycare. I stayed with him Wednesday night and Thursday night last week. And I was supposed to stay Wednesday, Thursday. I was supposed to stay Friday night, and she was going to come home. She goes and sees her mama. And I messaged her and I said, "It's supposed to get bad here." And she goes, "I've been watching the weather." And I said, "I just don't want you to get caught in it. Of course I'll stay." And she goes, "No, I think I'm going to head back a day early." So that was good. So I was there. I cleaned her house for her, and she's a good friend. She's just a nice lady. She works a lot of hours. See, isn't that cute? I think that's cute. So we got 4. I'm not going to put these all in the same journal. I need a drink. Let's see. This is really, really tender. These edges are going to be covered anyway, so let's see. We've done the purple. Let's do blue. What else has been happening? Not much. We're having our Christmas this weekend. Oh, I had to go out to my son's yesterday. I had my car loaded. I still had his crock pot here from Christmas, his cookie sheet that he brought his turkey in on. He brought it in on that, all carved with a foil over it, and that was still here. It was all in a great big trash bag. I tried to pawn off a pizza cooker thing, which I left on his counter. He says, "I don't want that. I don't have room for it." And I said, "Well, that's why I'm bringing it to you." It's one of these. It's Betty Crocker. I actually got it from my neighbors before they moved. Well, they brought it over before they moved. They moved to Texas, but at some point they decided to give it to me because they didn't have room in their cupboards and didn't use it. And I go, "Oh, yeah." So it's round. It's red. It's Betty Crocker. You open it up. It's hinged. You plug it in. It takes 8 minutes, and it cooks the best pizza. Look them up. Anyway, I tried to pawn it off on my son last night because, space takes a lot. Those appliances, those kitchen things, they take a lot of space. You're like, "Oh, that's cool. I'd like to have that." I just saw a new popcorn popper. I think it's called Presto something. I don't know. It pops in a bowl, And then you take it off and your bowl's there. But I clicked on it because I thought, oh, I need to get that. And I went to Amazon and it's unavailable already. So I think it's probably a new hot thing. It was only like $21. Pretty good buy. But it's unavailable. Did I go through all that already? My goodness. Let's get something else. What have we got? How about just an old book page? I think, is this the Bible? This is a Bible. Oh, that's so hard to do. But look at it, guys. It's just beyond. The Testament. 1870. I can't use that page. I can't use that. All right, here we go. Please, Lord, I'm sharing your word. But the thing is, if I do this, you're not getting anything, but you know what? That's kind of cool. Go right down the middle. But now I don't want to cover the words. Oh, look, there's two. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Hey, Mr. Post. Wait, what if I put lace on that? Let's do that. What am I going to do here? I don't have any washi tape handy. Oh, I know what I have. I know what I have. I have this. Let's tear this. Oh, that went on the floor. This is, I don't order from them anymore. I've rebelled. I regret. I pray for forgiveness. This was from Temu. But you know what? I saw some things on Amazon that are, I'm like, that is a Temu product. I know I've seen it on Temu. So somebody's buying up Temu and selling it on Amazon as a seller, which is, I don't know, for free trade. Oh, there's my alarm. I gotta go tell her to shut up. Is this too wide? I don't want to hide the Bible either. I also don't want it upside down. Oh, it's not going to stop. All I do at this lady's house is her floors, and then I do some little dusting as I go along. She dusts her own stuff to just keep active. But I sit on her. She's got an open staircase with all the spindles. So I sit on my butt and go down the steps with my washcloth and clean all her spindles. And she's got a gallery wall going down, like heavily with prints, and I dust all of them. So I do things like that. She had an antique store, so everything is lovely in that house. Okay, what did I do with that? Oh, it fell on the floor, didn't it? Here it is. I wonder if Google, since it's still going off, it's saying, okay, you told me to tell you the time. I wonder if it sends a message like, we're keeping track of you. I think there's spies in the government. I mean, they don't care about me. I'm just a little nobody, but there's definitely some stuff going on. Okay, we're not going to get into all that conspiracy stuff. But listen, I got to tell you something. My grandson has an app on his phone. He's 16. His mom put it on. He had his own truck. He went in the ditch on a gravel road. He's okay. Everybody's okay. But the app called 911. It's called Life 360. And, oh, I hate this game. The sheriff's department came out and In the meantime, those kids had already called one of them's dad. His buddy, he says, my buddy's dad, was coming with a trailer to pull him out. So in the meantime, and they weren't drinking or anything. They did. I said, oh, did they do a breathalyzer? And he goes, yeah, they did all that. And they were just driving stupid, I think. I don't know what he was doing. But it called the ambulance and it called 911. So he's like, that stupid app, thanks to my mom, we got a tow bill. It says Buddy's dad was coming with the truck and a trailer. And then the cops just told him to leave or whatever. I don't know what they did. But anyway, then so my son had to hire a tow truck to come get it out because it was down, a country road ditch. And my daughter-in-law called, and this was a month ago. You need to come, take me, blah, blah, blah. I don't know where my son was, but she goes, I need to go. Aiden's in the ditch and blah, blah, blah. And so I was panicking. I was freaking out. I told my son, August, I said, oh my God, Aiden's in the ditch. We need to go. So all the way there, he goes, calm down. You don't know if there's anything wrong. I had this sick feeling. I'll tell you, grandkids, you can think you're sick when something happens with your kids. When it's your grandchild, it's a whole different ball game. It is like, it's like living your kids' lives all over again. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, guys. I don't think I'll go to hell over that. I'm only going to do 2 pages because maybe I'll just go partly to hell. How about we put what should we do to this? How about we just glue this on something? I'll save that. I better go because, see, I'm in here having fun now. I don't want to quit. Now I can't wait to get home and craft. I'll say, hey, craft with me. All right, I'll be back later, guys. I need to go. My Google is mad. It's ding, 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 ding. These are cute. These will be cute. I don't know what I'm going to do. I have a couple. Joey's got a new kit coming out. I have his fairies kit I need to do, which is right here. It's been sitting here because I needed to get through the Christmas stuff. Look at this. This is amazing. I said, I never saw that. I'm going to get that. And he goes, yes, you did, Linda. I know you did. No, I don't remember it. Oh, my God. Look at these beauties. I have a Reader's Digest. I'm going to do these in. Okay, guys, I will be back later. I've missed you all. I've missed my craft room. Bye-bye.